When I heard Fnaf Secret of the Mimic came out, I quickly left my homeboy's funeral, ran home, and instantly purchased the game because I was dying to find out what the Secret of the Mimic was. And after beating the game and getting all 3 endings, I can safely say that I still don't know what the Secret of the Mimic is. Like, I guess the Secret of the Mimic is that he's just like an asshole and tries to kill you and stuff. But anyways, I recently played this game and was fully expecting it to be bad so I could quickly make a video clowning on it, but to my surprise, it was actually really good. So in this video, we're going to be running through the entire game, and I'm going to be loosely explaining the story and giving my opinions on the game and talk about the 3 endings. Also, before we start, I just wanted to quickly say thank you all for 5k subscribers. It really means a lot to me. I love all of you, every single one of you. Yes, you. The viewer watching this right now. And if this is your first time watching a cursed content video, I am terribly sorry because this is just going to be like 30 minutes of uninterrupted shit. I have a lot of bad and good things to say about this game, so we're just going to jump right in and talk about the game's story, and I'll sprinkle in my shitty opinions every now and then. The game takes place in 1979, making it the first FNAF game in the timeline, and you also play as Arnold, an underpaid employee working for Fazbear Entertainment who just got off his 36-hour shift when he gets a call from Dispatch asking him to do one more job. Dispatch tells him that they need you to go to Murray's Costume Manor to retrieve the schematics for the Mimic, which is an endoskeleton that can mimic any voice and fit into any costume. They already sent 2 teams in, but they've gone quiet, so now it's your job and more importantly, your problem. Also, Dispatch is voiced by Andy Field, who did the PA and Handy voice for the other games, and honestly does a really good job in this role as well.
Barely keep my eyes open.
I know, the grind is exhilarating, isn't it? And we're so happy to have you on the Fazbear team. You can't fool me, though. You're just trying to snag one of those $25 gift certificates at the end of the year for outstanding performance.
What? No, I'm doing it because you guys keep threatening to dock my pay and repo my truck.
I love that enthusiasm.
Upon arriving at the location, you're equipped with the Data Diver, which is just this game's tool for opening doors, which we can later upgrade to different tiers to unlock more important doors. Getting out of the van, you can see that Murray's Costume Manor is clearly abandoned, and of course the front door is locked, so you have to go in through the client's entrance around the side. Going in through the door, Edwin Murray, the head of the company and also the guy who made the Mimic, is giving a little entrance speech.
Welcome, potential buyers, to Edwin Murray's Costume Manor, the leading powerhouse in costume entertainment and carnival game technologies. Woo! Come in and see what Murray's can do for your carnival, amusement park, midway, or fun fair. This client tour will show you just what I'm capable of. Get ready to be amazed. Don't forget, every one of my creations are available for purchase or lease.
Also, I'm just going to stop here and address the elephant in the room, but this game was ruined before it even came out due to that fuck-ass song. You know the one that goes, "I am the fucking Mimic, oh yeah." I feel like that song instantly ruined this game's reputation, so it made it way harder for me to actually take this seriously and, play the game, because every time Edwin, David, or Jackie showed up, I instantly, it activated my sleeper agent code to where I lost all my brain power and did nothing but quote the stupid song.
Oh my god! It's the Mimic. It's the fucking Mimic, oh yeah.
After the entrance speech, Mr. Helpful and the other disgusting little goons put on an entrance song where they sing and dance, and this goes on for like 5 minutes. And this is where I'm going to give my first controversial opinion, but I actually like the style of this game. The biggest problem most people have with the game is that it looks nothing like the other games. I like the uncanny look of these guys. I like how they look like the IRL 80s animatronics you would see at like Disneyland or Chuck E. Cheese. Like the first game animatronics are uncanny in their own way, but so are these guys. So that's one side of the argument, and the other side is that this is Poopy Playtime Chapter 5. After that show, you can make it to the main office. In the game, this is where you'll be frequently coming back to talk to Dispatch. Dispatch tells you that you need to go find the blueprints for the Mimic, and the Mimic is also somewhere in the facility with you, and it can disguise itself as any costume, so you need to be on the lookout. Another little detail that I like that I'm also confused about is there's a clock in the office that reads 12 AM, and throughout the game, for each chapter that you finish, it will go up by an hour, of course the game ending at 6 a.m. But when we arrived at the facility, it was like sunset, or there's still like visible light outside, so I guess Arnold sat through the welcome show for like 4 hours or something, because there's no way that it's just now midnight. Dispatch then tells you to upgrade your data diver to unlock more useful doors, and to find the upgrade station through the buildings. And this is just the progression system that will eventually let you open up shortcuts back to this office, as well as unlock the other chapters and get more lore. Because God knows there's not enough lore in these games. After doing a little puzzle, you upgrade the data diver to tier 2. There's 6 tiers throughout the game: basic, security, repair, creator, admin, and executive. But I never remembered all that, so according to me, this is square, diamond, TF2 logo, geometry dash skin, worm, and bowtie. After doing a Bioshock 1 puzzle to restore the power to the area, we can see that the Mimic is watching us.
We actually just did the Bioshock level part.
Going back to the office, Dispatch tells us that the schematics for the Mimic are in Edwin's office, but we are far from having that security level to get there, and we need to go to the warehouse office to get our next upgrade. But while opening the gate, we run into the first encounter with the Mimic, which I'm genuinely embarrassed to say that this caught me off guard and scared me. Also, the Mimic is an elephant for this section, and the jump tier sound effect is literally just an elephant sound effect off of YouTube.
Oh, he's mad at me.
How did the film reel explode?
Why was that like? You look up elephant sound effect number 1 on YouTube and it popped.
Elephant green screen effect.
I actually got
Elephant green screen effect.
After leaving the office to upgrade your data diver, we can come across Jackie the Jack-in-the-Box, also known as the fucking Mimic, oh yeah. But she doesn't do anything right now, so we can just progress to the next room, where we find Ted from Transit. Once again, another shameless IP rip. Speaking of shameless rips, the Mimic takes control of Jackie and breaks loose and shamelessly rips the mailbot in 2 pieces, and then throws him at a wall. I don't know what Edwin is feeding these guys. I don't know if they're made of like pure titanium, but the Mimic is on demon time. This might be the like recreation of King Von. After jumping through the hole in the wall, it starts our first chase scene. And if I'm being honest, and as we'll see later in the video, the chase scenes in this game are actually good. I mean, besides the fact that they can clearly reach past you and grab you, but for some reason they don't, it's still a good chase sequence. After a bit of running, Jackie gets her head crushed by a closing door, and to my surprise, you can actually sit here for like 30 seconds as she slowly gets closer and closer, ending up freeing herself and killing you. But if you don't stand there like an idiot like I did, you'll eventually end up in a vent which breaks and drops you back into the main office, and now it's 1 a.m. with the first chapter done. Well, I hope you guys like the Jackie Jack-in-the-Box section, because she never shows up for the rest of the game. Yet, you know that character that was on all of the promotion material and the face, the literal face of this game? Yeah, she only has 8 minutes of screen time, and that was all of it. She dies within the first 30 minutes of the game. So, I think that's kind of a little weird that she's kind of the whole main character promotional material of the game, but she's already just gone. Well, anyways, time for the next chapter, but more importantly, the next upgrade station. Going through the welcome show, you have to watch their stupid fuck ass song again, but that takes us to the next room where we have to repair an elevator. One thing I like about this section is there are a ton of costumes around you, and at any time one of them can come to life and kill you, which just adds to another layer of fear to this section that I really like. The elevator is jammed with an elephant head, and if you've seen any one of my streams before, you know that I suck at puzzles, and suck even more at listening to basic instructions, because I sat here for 10 minutes trying to remove the elephant head, only to realize I was supposed to grab something first. Also, throughout the game, you can find these little Mr. Helpful stations, and depending on your data diver level, it will tell you something according to your rank. Like if I do basic level, it will treat me as a customer, or if I do engineer, it will talk to me about fixing the elevator. But obviously, you don't have the other access levels yet, so I find it cool that later in the game you can backtrack and go back to these with the higher access level and kind of hear what they have to say, which most of the time it just tells you to go yourself and gives you some weird ass lore. But if I sat here talking about the lore of this game and every in-depth little secret, I would be here for probably 12 hours, because there's a lot of secrets, and there's a lot of secrets with the Mimic in this game. No, there's a lot of fun, cool, like little Easter eggs in this game that are honestly really surprised me. So if you like this video, let me know, because I can make another one. I can make like 5 more videos talking about every little cool thing about this game. So getting back to fixing the elevator, you have to sit here and listen to a tape recording of Edwin's wife telling you how to fix it. And of course, I can't follow basic instructions to save my life, so I got crushed multiple times by the elevator. But if you aren't me, you can fix the elevator and go up to the Big Top showroom where we meet our next character, Big Top, which is honestly such an evil design. I don't know why kids would want this thing at their birthday party. Like, okay, little Timmy, it's your 5th birthday party, so we got you the rolling giant from the oldest view to come and entertain you. I don't get it. I don't see why anyone sees this appealing at all. So the task for this section is to play 3 little baby games to collect tickets, but after the completion of each section, the power goes off and Big Top will try to kill you. And I clearly did not understand this section at all. I first tried to stand still and pretend to be one of the mannequins, but ended up dying. Then I tried to hide behind the mannequins and, you know, like hide myself from his view, and ended up dying. So then I just ran to different booths when he wasn't looking, only to realize that I was supposed to slowly walk, but also keep my distance from the mannequins because they alert him to your location. That's kind of something we'll later see in this game, is you'll get thrown into a situation and it won't tell you the gimmick of the character that's trying to kill you, so you kind of have to sit there and die like 5 times to figure out what it is. So this just took me way longer than it should have, but after doing all 3 games and spinning the wheel of misery, you can then go upstairs and we can see that Big Top is now gone.
Wait, is he down there anymore?
Oh,
Oh!
where'd he go?
I don't know, but he dropped his stuff.
Yeah, he got pissed off. He had gamer rage.
You then need to solve a little number puzzle on the mannequins and make it to the rooftops. And if it wasn't easy to predict, Big Top comes back for another chase sequence.
I used to have hoop dreams until I found out there were other ways to score.
This is another example of the chase sequence in this game being really good. Like, it goes from like being chased directly to him climbing down the staircase to like a stealth section where you have to hide while he smashes you through the roof. That sounds really bad. But eventually the chase sequence ends with the catwalk falling down and Big Top being killed. And I guess we win this section, and he surely will not return later in the game. That ends the Big Top chapter and lands us at 2 AM. This badge tells you the next upgrade station is in the workshop. So heading there, you need to find the costume parts around the workshop to assemble your little Fnaf mech suit. While looking for the parts, you're being chased by the Mimic, who's in a costume of an unfinished suit, which isn't anything crazy, but I just wanted to mention it because I really like the hollow suit design of like an unfinished character. After making and getting in the Springlock suit, you can now go up a floor and play a little claw game that took me way longer than it should have. And after that, we can go up another floor and watch a little stupid play for like 10 minutes straight. I really don't know the significance of this section, but you have to sit through a play being held by some of the pirate puppets, like Pirate Foxy and Pirate Roxy, and then Rocktopus shows up, who is my favorite character by far, and just crushes everyone, and then the building collapses for some reason, and then you fall down and enter the next section with Nurse Dolly. We're introduced to Dolly, who is obviously a nurse and also has defibrillators for hands that she uses to fucking murder us. She slides around on a track, so for this section you just need to time your movements right and open a gate to the next section. After doing some random crap, you find out that Nurse Dolly isn't bound to her track anymore. So for this section, you just need to find some trash and throw away into a giant lava pit, because every factory in the late 70s had a giant lava pit. Also, shout out to Nurse Dolly for probably one of my favorite audio lines in any game. After throwing away a bunch of trash, we run from Dolly on a conveyor belt and knock her into the lava, killing her. Well, I hope you liked her because she dies and never comes back for the rest of the game. Nurse Dolly gets turned into molten lava and she chases you around this section. So after sneaking away from her, you can get into the elevator, and once again you need to fix it. But Dolly shows up to stop you, so there's really only one thing left to do.
Are we gonna send her straight to the fucking sea and crush her?
Please send her straight to a spike. Please Mission Impossible on her. Oh, yes.
After brutally murdering Dolly, we can go to the next section by going to the corporate office. In order to get to the offices, you need to go through the warehouse with Chica roller skating around. This is the first variation of Chica made by Edwin that the Fazbear Corporation would later steal from him. Also, just to mention, but I actually like the soundtrack for this game. I mean, I'm not going to be bumping it in my car like every day, but I still enjoy the atmosphere of this game, and the music helps that a lot. I don't know why, but I enjoy this section with Chica roller skating around to what I think is another rendition of one of the Fnaf songs from Pizzeria Simulator. Now we can go to the loading dock and move around some pallets across to the other side. This is normally where I would put a clip of this part, but while playing this with my friends, we only had one stupid ass joke for this entire section. So I'm sorry, but this is the best I can do.
He's gonna get double fisted. No, you fucking idiot.
Dude, it's a giant purple foot from fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog.
That was like some weird fetish lamb. Why'd you die to that?
I embraced it too.
Go to the right one. Run from the fucking stinky little feet. I can't trust you, man.
Why?
You smell stinky feet, man. I don't fucking roll that.
I don't think you're all there.
The L-shaped one down.
Voice
That's
chat
it.
settings.
And you can avoid the stinky feet all together.
Just get out of here, you stinky feet. I'm not falling for that one again. Falling once, shame on you. Smell you twice, shame on me.
Passing that, we make it to the abandoned corporate offices where Chica patrols, but so do the nasty little dirty Gooner cupcakes.
You thought he was fucking in here? It's a dirty little pedophile in there.
Also, when you get too close to the cupcakes, they turn into a ballistic missile and just kill you. Throughout the game, we've been gathering the upgrades to our data diver, and now we finally have the last piece to get into Edwin's office. Also, I forgot to mention, but throughout the game, you can find the first two Fazbear team's dead bodies stuffed inside suits thrown throughout the building, hanging from the rafters at the very start of the game when you enter the building, stuck in a corner, or stuffed inside of a locker.
Oh my fucking Jesus Christ.
Now we can make it to Edwin's office and get the Mimic schematics, the things we spent the entire game looking for. In order to get back to the main office, we go through some tunnels and come across what I think is maybe the only scary part of this game. I don't know how this ties into the lore at all, but this guy just teleports around. So we're basically just fighting Slenderman at this point.
What's your topic, bro? Did that just happen?
We have to run from light to light, but also keep an eye on him or he'll teleport behind us and just kill you. Also, all of the guys we ran into before were just the mimics switching suits, but this thing is just its own entity. So I have no clue honestly, but he's here I guess. After getting past him, we have to find 3 little Maggie Simpsons and take them to different spots. After passing this part, we can finally make it back to the office to where we branch into the 3 different endings of the game. First, we're going to talk about the bad ending since it's the quickest. In the office, dispatch will tell you the job is complete and it's time to hand over the data diver. Doing so will take you outside to the car where you can drive off and end the game.
Good work. A job well done. Head on out, it's over. I've opened the garage for you. You can just hop in your van and drive home.
Arnold, there you are. We've been trying to get a hold of you all night. Why didn't you answer? Fazbear Entertainment has no other option but to let you go.
What? I just talked to you. You told me to give you the data diver and I could go home.
So you admit it? You misplaced company property.
No, I gave it to you.
Fazbear Entertainment will hold you personally responsible for lost or stolen property. What did you expect would happen?
I did everything you told me to.
Don't call us. Our lawyers will be calling you.
If it wasn't obvious, we've been talking to the Mimic the entire night, who's been disguised as Dispatch. But if we don't give the data diver, we can activate the parachute hatch and escape, and get a monologue from the Mimic that I actually think is cool.
That area is off limits. Give me the data diver. Arnie, buddy, you're making a huge mistake. Don't you want a bonus? Or 2 bonuses? You can have a day off. You have made your choice. You are not going to make it out of here alive. You could have helped. If you had just given me the schematics, we could have fixed things. I thought you were different.
I thought you might understand. But you're just like the others. The other technicians, the workers. They didn't listen, and it caught them all. Now it's your turn to play dress up. When he catches you, which one will he choose? Who are you deep down inside? Another worker bee? A bumbling bee? Perhaps a busy bee? In many ways, tonight has been a comedy of errors. A jester would suit you well. Or a bunny, running from danger, scared and stupid, searching for a hole to hide in. No, you did everything I asked up to this point. You were an obedient dog, a good dog. Then you bit the hand that fed you.
Escaping through the tunnel, we can do the exit show where the little goons tell us goodbye as we descend. But unfortunately, Big Top comes back and chases us down. After leaving Big Top, we can make it to the first prototype of the first Fnaf game's location, and see a giant Freddy head. For this bit, we have to hop in some Springlock suits, which are the first Fredbear and Spring Bonnie designs. We then have to shut off the building's power and find Mimic Fiona in the office computer. This is where a bunch of stuff gets jumbled up, and even I'm not too sure about everything, so this might be wrong. But Edwin's wife died, and he had the first Mimic mimic her, but then he decided to transfer her Mimic consciousness sort of thing into the stationary computer while he worked on the new Mimic design that he would later transfer her into. But then events ended up happening, which we will talk about later, so Fiona Mimic ended up staying in this computer, rotting away. It's a little confusing right now, but I hope later in the video when I explain a bit more it makes somewhat more sense. After the office, we can ride a little carnival ride to Edwin's house, which I'm completely confused on because I guess Edwin just has a tunnel between his house and work that he rides a fucking bumper cart to and from work every day, so I guess that's kinda hype. But reaching Edwin's house, in this section we need to find 5 film reels of David's 1st through 5th birthday parties.
Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday, sweetie. Mommy made this special for you. Wow. Fiona, he turned out great. I think it's your best one yet. David, look at this. Look. Arr, arr, arr. Ahoy there. Shiver me timbers. Oh, honey, you're scaring him. No, he loves it. Look, see? He loves it. Arr. Yarr! Arr! Yarr! Edwin! Ed! Get out here! You're missing it! Just give me a minute. I had the best idea. Okay, This is the one. Bigger than the Cleanovac. That's great, honey, but you're missing the party. David's 2 years old. He won't remember a thing. That's not the point. We have guests. Besides, he's got plenty more birthdays. Next year will be even better. Well, hurry up. We're doing the cake in 5 minutes, with or without you.
Yeah. Happy birthday, buddy.
Wait for Mama. Mama loves presents.
David, Mommy's gone. It's not all gone, buddy. In a way, she's here. She's with us. Mommy will always be here, watching over us. You better start opening. There's a lot to open. I gotta get back to work. I miss you. Keep looking. It's around here somewhere.
Where is it?
Oh, you're cold. Getting hotter. Hotter. You're burning up.
Wow!
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, sweetie.
Okay, I need you to take over now and make dinner. I gotta get back to it.
Of course.
This is great. He's gonna love it. Fiona, did you make this?
I baked it myself. For David's special day.
Great job. You just continue to surprise me. All right, I think we're ready. Okay, everyone hide. Fiona, go get him. I left him out at the playground.
Edwin got too caught up with his work to where he neglected David, and after Fiona died, Edwin would have the Mimic replace her, and then David would later die on his 5th birthday party being ran over. After gathering the codes from the tapes, we can make it to Edwin's office and see a giant fucking hole in the wall, and there's also an audio tape telling us what happened here.
Journal entry. Too bad the new power test was a failure. Due to a minor detonation, there is damage to my office interior, as well as a small fire. Note to self, a portable cleaner that gets rid of smoke damage. Oh, better yet, a Cleanovac attachment.
Help! M2! Respond! Emergency! Call for help!
Daddy's busy, buddy. Why don't you go outside and play?
Please! I can't move. I can't feel my legs.
Yo, speaking of legs, what do you think? I just finished mine. There are still a few kinks to work out.
I'm sorry, M2. I lost my temper. I was always gonna fix you. Please, call for help. M2, respond.
Oh, can't right now, buddy. We can do something fun tomorrow. I promise. Ask your mom if she's not busy.
M2, help.
The way Edwin ignored David, the Mimic picked up on that and let him die because he was too busy with his work. So this is where Edwin dies in this little house explosion. Also, the Mimic didn't like Edwin too much because the Mimic started mimicking David after his death, and Edwin didn't like that, so he had gamer rage and beat the Mimic.
Stop. Not him. You're not. Stop sounding like him.
Now after learning this, we can finally escape. Also, due to plot reasons, the house and factory start burning down, and the whole structure just starts collapsing, so we can now escape from the Mimic and make a run for the van. Also, shout out to these little shit bots who are made out of like kitchen appliances that just run around. So they're cool too, I guess. You know, they're just kind of here at like the end segment, and they don't really do a whole lot, but yeah, they're a bunch of little, neat little guys, I guess. So here's a normal canon ending.
you had fun.
What does he do with it?
There's some stuff to it.
So yeah, the Mimic takes the data diver and Arnold probably dies. Moving on with the secret ending, it involves us finding all 25 collectibles around the building, booting up moon.exe, which is pretty much a little text-based game that you can play with all the collectibles that you found. Now I could go in depth and talk about this, but I'm not going to because I'm writing this at like 4 a.m. and I'll probably end up talking about it in another little separate lore video if this one pops off, so I'll talk about that one probably later. After beating it, we can unlock the secret data diver permissions for Edwin's house. We continue along with the normal ending, but when we get to Edwin's house, there are doors with a series of dots on it, and we have to go into those and bring the audio tapes instead of the film reels and just do another little puzzle. Doing that little puzzle lets us into David's room, where we get the secret ending.
Welcome to bedtime. Would you like a story to help you sleep?
Hold on. Someone's missing. David? Where's David? Come out, wherever you are. There you are.
Do you remember how our story begins? Once upon a time. That's right, a wily fox buckles swashes in his pirate ship. Isn't that nice? So, what happens next? That's right, a clumsy chicken came and spilled her marbles. They had fun picking them up. They had so much fun. Do you remember what happens next? That's right, an angry alligator came by and promised not to eat anyone. But then he ate one of them. Oh no! What did they do? That's right, the bunny saw everyone arguing. The group yelled and gnashed their teeth, and it scared the bunny, and he ran away.
This shocked all the friends, and they realized that anger didn't solve anything. They all started a band and lived happily ever after. The end. The moral of the story is that friendship is the real treasure. Now it's time for bed. Your parents love you. Sleep tight.
I love you.
So yeah, the secret of the Mimic was the friends we made along the way. I really wasn't planning on this game being good, but nonetheless, I still enjoyed it. I didn't think it was really scary at all, but the atmosphere, chase scenes, voice acting, and soundtrack made for a fun game to play. There's a lot of lore and still a lot of stuff I fully don't understand, but I was surprised at the amount of secrets you could easily miss throughout the game. Like, for example, I played the game twice for this video, and not once did I come across this fuck-ass guy in a moon costume who's not even the Mimic. This is just supposed to be some dead guy or something. I know a lot of people still don't care about this game because it's nothing like the other Fnaf games, and to be fair, this series has been going on for way too long. On the downside, I don't think this game was really scary at all, and it does play into a lot of the stupid mascot horror tropes like abandoned factory, marketable characters for little children to enjoy the game's slop, but I also still appreciate the game. I had a lot of fun playing this game, and at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. So for my videos going forward, where I talk about horror games and do a little plot synopsis on them, I'm going to give them a rating, and for this one, I went in this with super low expectations, coming off Security Breach sucking absolute ass. So for this, I'm going to have to give it an 8.5. It was really fun, I really liked the atmosphere, and it wasn't really scary like the other games, but it was still a fun little enjoyable game to play. So long story short, I am sick and tired of this game now after dedicating about half a month to this. So I'm going to close this video off with I hope you guys enjoyed, because Lord knows I didn't. But anyways, this is probably one of the cursed content videos of all time that I probably put the most effort into, so I do hope y'all enjoyed this, because I have a bunch more games planned to talk about in the future with this level of shit quality. Also, next week we have the game Rat Shaker, which I'm going to make a video on, and you basically just shake a rat for the entire game. So that's it. I'm going to talk about that one. So let me know what y'all thought about this game or the video in the comment section. Subscribe and leave a like if y'all enjoyed the video, or dislike if you didn't. Also, big shout out for making it to the end of the video, because this is way longer than my other ones. And yeah, I still don't know what the Mimic's fucking secret is.